Good evening, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, today, we are back after me having quite the day of no sleep, and then going to training, and then driving while a little sleep deprived, and I took a little nap, and now I'm here. So chat, got some great news, got some bad news. Great news is Saturday episodes might still be around. Bad news is Monday episodes I'll no longer be able to do for the time being. We'll figure it out. But hey, I got a new job, chat.
Yay!
Sleep is for the weak, yeah. And my gosh, am I weak.
Sleep is just a myth propagated by the well-rested.
Very true.
Yay!
Goddamn well-resteds, can't trust any of them.
Can't.
But yeah.
Just can't.
But I guess before we go into the dark and depraved world that is Los Angeles, well, to clarify, Los Angeles in the year 2037. Not sure if there's going to be much of a difference. I'm sorry. So
depends on the district, really.
I'm sorry, Southern California folks. I'm not trying to dunk on one of your major cities, but
I will.
I will.
All right, and just y'all let me know how volume is doing, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna turn down volume on my end just a little bit because I had it up while I was just kind of staring at the ceiling. But all right. Other than that, going around the table, introducing everybody. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and have them all introduce themselves, starting off with Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Who are you? Who are you playing as?
I am BoldCuppaJo. I am your neighborhood, somewhat friendly cup of coffee.
Just don't tip it over.
Don't pour the coffee. If you won't like how it ends.
Oh my god.
The final pour.
And we are playing Bladerunner.
They are playing
Definitely not me trying to load the fucking Roll20 so I can remember my character's name.
Playing Olsen Backer, the muscle of the group and enforcer, Bladerunner. I gotcha. No worries.
Definitely not about to die from this cliffhanger.
Definitely not.
However long that lasts after last session.
Yeah.
I mean, You're doing pretty good. A friendly rep bone breaker for the LAPD. Maybe.
A little too good.
But next we have Emeron.
Hello, I am Emeron. Diamond has elected to leave my Fugi up in place of my camera, but...
That's over on the other screen.
Oh, is it on the other screen? Okay,
yeah.
Beautiful. I'm also a Cyberpunk content creator. I have been kind of inconsistent the last couple weeks with my own streams because of weird personal life stuff, but we will be making a comeback in the new year. It is coming.
Same.
Planning is underway. But yeah, I am playing the analyst Percival, a replicant Blade Runner, tonight.
Next, we got Speepy.
Hello, I'm Speepy. What else are we supposed to say? Oh wait, I'm BoldCuppaJo. I'm your friendly neighborhood coffee. No, I'm Speepy. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Willem, the inspector, and he's kind of like grizzled and fed up with everything kind of deal, but more cool. That's me.
And then finally, we have Valkayrie.
Hello, I'm. Oh, is my mic working? There it goes.
It's working.
Hello,
You might be a little quiet, but you're there.
I have my mic in a weird spot. Anyways, I haven't streamed in ages, so maybe one of these days y'all will see that. But that aside, I'm playing Senna, a replicant that is typically going to be something that you might think of as the party face. Very good at
Doxy.
negotiations or manipulations. Yeah.
You know, speaking of doxy, that's kind of a dangerous word to be using nowadays, dox, because, like, holy moly. This year has been a year of all that. And by the way, it's come to my attention that once again, it's been 0 days since something's been leaked over on the War Thunder forums.
As God intended, honestly. I'm just waiting to see what it is this time.
It's I think the Bradley infantry fighting vehicle.
Oh my God.
At this point, I just gotta wonder how many government agents are just stationed to peruse the fucking forums for any new shit that is getting leaked.
Well,
I mean, from what I hear, when you go to get your security clearance now from the government, you actually have a question on there that asks whether you play War Thunder or not. So, I mean, that should tell us pretty much everything about how that's going.
I've been told answering yes to that question doesn't exclude you from being able to get a job. However,
you'll just be watched.
Yeah.
But I suppose one last, good thing before we plunge into this. I suppose just something to make folks smile. I ended up going to work today, down to city where I have to go train, and I literally walked in the office, and I wasn't sure what to expect. They literally just dropped my chosen name, and I'm like, oh. They literally just referred to me by name right out the gate. It's like, I love that. So, anyway, yeah. No, I'm not saying I'm in love with my new employer. However, we're off on a much better foot. So, I guess other than that, where, my dear friends, did we leave off?
Right back.
Oh.
We cliffhanged with Olsen in the alley.
Yeah, because Olsen had someone following behind. And that wasn't going so great from the sounds of it. It sounded like just gravelly voice behind just says, "Now where do you think you're going?"
It's because Olsen dropped their wallet.
Where do you
Rick.
think you're going, detective?
Exactly, and it's like, oh, that's good.
So my narration skills, where are we putting it on a scale of 10?
I mean, I'll give you full marks. It was honestly so far it's been engaging. That's the important thing about all that is it's engaging.
All right. Trying to think where everyone else is. Because Fenna, you witnessed some real. Would you like to talk about some shit that Fenna fucking witnessed?
Yeah, so last session I went to go visit Lilith Corporation and inquired about Leia's memories, the ones put into all replicants to kind of control them, and witnessed the off-world Mars colony memories that had been made for Leia, and watched as somebody who I assume Leia would believe to be her daughter was killed in conflict. Some kind of like, I'm assuming human supremacy, if I remember right.
Lilith Memory Labs. Trauma in a bottle. Man. Yeah, yeah, because I shared the electric dream, and there we go, I said the thing. But other than that, you also made contact with Sarah Tyrell, Lilith's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh,
So, trying to think if there was anything else.
GM made me roll manipulation on a child.
Manipulation is not always the negative, bad kind of manipulation. Using your
Yeah,
words
mean-
carefully.
I mean, I think what Valkayrie did manipulating that child was borderline unethical, but
It's the dark future. Why do we have ethics and morals? Don't worry. Well, technically, did any?
I mean,
no,
depending-
technically, from what you guys know so far, no children have been harmed yet. Anyway, so we pick up with Joe as Olsen. You're making your way down the alley, and let's find where the frick you are. You are over there in Animoid Row. Yep. And, well, as you make your way down the alley, you hear that voice behind you. A happy holidays, Patch. But, you hear that voice behind you.
how far
Where-
behind me? That's not a word. I need words.
I'm trying to think, like, fuck it, anything but the measurement system here. Unfortunately,
Anything
Pat,
but the
can
measurement?
someone refund Patch there? Since we won't be using that for Blade Runner. So I'd say about 2 car lengths away from you. Anything but the metric system at the moment. About 2 car lengths away.
Approximately 3 washing machines.
No. At least 2 car lengths, which would probably be about 5 washing machines.
Maybe 6.
All right.
How many cell phones?
Depends on which model. But anyway.
Ah,
They don't even have
Nokias.
they don't even have like cell phones. They just have the Kias and the video phones. So
Also, that threw me when I saw the fucking word for that, because my brain immediately equated it to KIA, and I'm like,
It is
that's
KIA.
a little,
Yeah,
that's a little
the
fucking
Kia.
morbid, isn't it?
But
yeah,
yeah.
it kind of is, but it's a knowledge integration assistant, not killed in action, remember.
But as you
Depends on the person, I suppose.
but as you make your way, I imagine you're turning around to wherever that voice is coming from, or what's up?
Like, hand goes to the hip immediately, and she turns around to face whoever it is that is talking.
No. Hold on. I don't think you want to do that.
I don't want to do that. I'm hoping I don't have to.
I ask why you're coming down this way.
I'm here looking for a friend.
Or does Olsen have connections to Leah? Is that like actually part of Olsen's background?
I mean, we work together, right?
Well, I'm just wondering, so that way maybe I could determine if I'd have to do like what kind of insight I'd have to do against figure out what Olsen's up to.
It doesn't say anything specific, but like, as far as what I have read into the character, it seems like they're a bit more fond of replicants than humans at this point.
Okay.
So,
are you just trying to be like sly about this when you're putting that out there? Just trying not to give information, or what are you thinking here?
yeah, trying not to give too much information. Being vague until we can actually figure out who the fuck this guy is.
Go ahead, give me a manipulation roll.
Oh boy.
All you gotta do is
I'm going to burst into flame on the spot.
oh. Hey, a success. Do you want to push the other dice? It will, because I think in this case it'll give you a point of stress if you roll a 1, if I'm correct, Emeron.
If you roll a 1 after pushing, yeah, either for humans, if you're, she was rolling what?
Manipulation. So
yeah, so that'd be stress, because the psychological or social skills are stress, and then the physical ones are actual health.
So would that be -1 to resolve?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to push the other one for a better chance? Because you have 1 success. I still have to roll against you.
Yeah.
Sure, let's give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
Should I just click and roll the D6, or is it the D8?
You can re-roll the D8 if you would like.
Oh,
hey! Wow!
Shit.
Critical success. Critical success? Yeah, critical success.
Yeah, technically, yeah,
Ooh,
because they've rolled 2 successes. Yep.
Very nice, Joe. Very nice. All right. Let me see what I need to do here on my end. What dice I need for this. Let's see. Well, it looks like I will only get to roll a D8 because they don't have any. anything in insight. Well, let's hope I crit. Or let's hope I don't crit for your sake.
Yeah, I was like, you physically can't on just a D8.
Because like I'm looking at the NPC and there's like nothing for that. Would it just be assumed to be a D?
It'd be D6 if it says nothing else. I think it's assumes
All right.
that it's a D level skill.
So I'm gonna roll my D8. Oh. All right, so I've rolled a 1
and a 6, but that is only so you can't push ones.
Nope.
And the 6 is a success. So
nice job, Joe.
I believe Olsen wins this. Yep.
Very nice, Joe. So you notice he's just kind of squinting and having a look. Can I get an observation check from you? Also, Olsen.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a very yeah.
It's all good.
Probably wasn't important.
I'd say you passed the more substantive role. Manipulation's direct.
At least this won't kill me, hopefully.
Right, exactly.
You're looking for a friend? Who's your friend that you're looking for?
A woman by the name of Leah. Have you seen her?
Hold on. I need to pull up the GM's notes for just a second. I gotta make sure things stay for... Gotta make sure everything lines up the right way.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Well, I don't know of Aaliyah. Is there like any way I could figure out who, like, what this has to do with? Like, do you have pictures or something?
She will basically reach into her pocket and show him the photo.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of faces in LA, and this one really doesn't stick out to me. I don't know this person. And
what is the equivalent of sense motive in this?
Insight.
Insight. There we go. Because this man is acting kind of squirrely. Thick.
Would you like to push? Because you can push that second dice if you would like. You push the D8.
Alright, let's push the D8.
Alright. Oh! Shit! Nice! Well... He's looking very, very twitchy for some reason. And it looks like he probably knows more. How would you like to squeeze the lemon? Wait a minute.
I'm not trying to make him
no.
pissed, so
Fuck. But what's up, Joe?
She is just gonna kind of like raise an eyebrow at him and just, "You all right? You seem a little worked up."
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine, detective. I need to get around you here. I got places to be.
You're certain you've never seen her before, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. I rolled behind the screen to see. I rolled behind the screen and. Oh. Okay. But, anything you'd like to do, Joe?
Because this is an official investigation. If I find out that you're misleading or impeding me, there will be hell to pay.
I promise I don't have. I don't know who this woman is. Can I please get by, detective?
Question. On the video that she received from the camera network, did it show anybody following her into the alley?
Following Leah?
Yeah.
No, but Leah did go down this alley that you're in.
He's just going to gesture ahead of her. Go right ahead. I'm headed in the same direction.
Oh, there. Oh, why?
Because little birdie told me that she was last seen headed this way.
There's nothing back here except plums. Most of them are rotted out. So that he's gonna turn around and start quickly walking down the alleyway.
Like leaving it or going further into it?
Going further into it.
She is going to be not like keeping pace, but basically keeping this man in sight as she is walking down and just kind of having a look around. Basically trying to find any signs of struggle or anything like that.
Can I get a stealth check from you?
Oh boy. Hey,
Hey!
that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Also, I will be one moment. I need to put the dog up. Really quick.
Up on what?
Sorry.
I know.
In
The
the room.
pinnacle of comedy. Absolute Joker over here. Alright. Gosh, now I'm gonna figure out, like, where do we consider the end of the shift? Like, I think we're at the end of the shift, and this is the start of the next shift. This is, evening, then.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to roll to see if I notice Olsen. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose in that case then, we'll leave off with Olsen hailing the bald man. And we're going to bounce over to... Alright. On a 1d4, give me a number between 1 and 3. Tiefling squeezed and set. Please do not squeeze the tieflings. They make weird noises when you do that.
That sounds like fun.
Alright, so
Is it better or worse than the noises they make when you got to put the new horseshoes on them?
Alright, so Valkayrie is a 1, Speepy is a 3, Emeron will be 2. But yeah, Joe, we started the evening shift. We will come back to you. I'm just going to see like what everyone else has going for their shift at the moment. Because after this shift, you guys do need to take a break. Or you guys have to power through.
Well, if I remember right, actually, there's one of us that doesn't need to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Willem's married to the job.
Willem could take another shift if they want to, but that is entirely a choice. That is not mandatory.
Speaking of Willem,
I never stop working.
I'm married to the job. Been on the force just a little too long. Seen these streets and the scum in them. Yeah.
Speaking of Willem, we pan over to Willem, who's probably making their way out of Hawker's circle. Willem, where are you off to? Do you have any idea of where you want to go? Where you need to go?
Well, I think what I was initially thinking I would do at last session was I'm not too far away from where I know Olsen went, so I was going to try to regroup with Olsen after I was done.
All right, and I think you have pictures of the alleyway, so you probably know where you need to go.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I would have distributed the stills from the Esper as soon as I had them. So you all would have it on your KIAs that like we found where like her last recorded whereabouts were. So I would distribute that. My plan is to do the same. I was gonna go meet Olsen as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess in that case, then we'll have Valkayrie with Fenna. Where's Fenna off to?
So, just kind of playing on a hunch that I had last time.
I gotta find if there's any way I can turn you up.
Sorry.
David, you're gonna be sitting where you
I don't have a way to turn myself up on my end. Not without flipping the shit out of my mic. But I think what I want to do is there a spaceport or wherever that I could go to and then start working backwards if I don't find any, like, because if the hunch I have is it seems like Leia is, I'm gonna say the words gone rogue, but I don't really mean like she's gone off the hook or something. I mean more like she's something seems to be wrong with the way that she's behaving, and I have this weird suspicion that she might be trying to chase down the memory she has between deflecting that Leia's glitches have nothing to do with her behavior, and her glitches have nothing to do with her memories, and her memories being of that off-world attack. I'm wondering, might she be trying to get off-world to go to Mars? So if I could go to wherever she would go for that, and then if I don't find any evidence of her, work backwards towards that alleyway.
Interesting. I mean, there is a spaceport in LA. LAX has a spaceport, so
I'm just wondering, I just don't know if you know, and like Nexus 9s would even be allowed to just leave on their own.
Every round it was just start, and then it's 2 people. It's like,
I mean, there's always possibility of her getting assistance from a replicant in the underground.
I was thinking if assistance from a replicant in the underground, or if Leia had her own stash of Chinyen points to pay someone to take her through LAX, or
Yeah.
Could you roll me a connection?
Connections.
A connections check.
all right.
See what
Not
you
to be
could see
confused
about.
for Diamond with a concussion check.
Roll me a can check.
Would you like to push that? Would you like to push that to maybe actually? Oh,
She did it.
okay.
Fuck yeah. That's a success, baby. Let's go.
So
Already in the process of figuring out the push matrix.
Senna, while LAX may be a spaceport, you do know that you have heard amongst circles there is connections to the replicant underground railroad somewhere in Anemoid Road. In Anemoid Row.
So we're all grouping up on Anemoid anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
your
is-
investigation might take you elsewhere within the area, but yeah.
So between my own hunch that I'm playing off of, following that to Anemoid Row, I am still a little worried at this point that I would be chasing Leah instead of getting ahead of her. But I think this is a much better way to start this step that I want to take.
All right. So let's take y'all over to Anemoid Row.
I mean, we're still within the first 24 hours of her disappearance, too.
Oh, yeah,
Let's not forget that. Even though we're on session 2, we are only...
This is shift number 3.
We're only... Yeah, it's like evening. It's like the start of the evening at this point.
Understand,
so-
there's 7... You get 7 days to solve a case. You guys are already, like, in the evening of day 1. Now, of course, 3 of you are going to need to sit down and, you know, chill out for a bit, unless you guys want to start taking on stress damage. Willem, on the other hand, I mean,
It's just going to be a
Much like-
goddamn machine after the shift.
you know, actually, come to think of it, much like I don't think we ever saw Deckard, like, fall asleep in the movie, did we? No, actually, no, he did sleep a couple times, but, like,
Yeah, I
he
was
doesn't
about to say,
sleep.
I'm like, technically I've seen...
He's
I think
married
I've
to the
seen him do
job.
it once or twice.
I think he went to sleep after they I can't remember her name. Gosh,
Rachel?
but after they slept together, Rachel. Yeah,
After they rolled in the hay. So to
yeah,
speak.
rolled in the hay. Yes.
I mean, for those of you who get my obscure Young Frankenstein reference, 1, you're welcome. 2, those of you who don't understand it should watch it anyway. It's a great film.
Young Frankenstein
appreciate
is
it.
fantastic. But, so, as you guys are coming to Anemoid Row, Olsen's already off into the alley, but what are the rest of you guys doing in Anemoid Row?
I mean, my plan was to regroup with Olsen and walk down that same alleyway, essentially kind of following. So, Olsen, you'll probably get wherever you're going ahead of us. But I would let you know, like, hey, I'm coming to back you up. I have a suspicion that this is where we're going to find Leah, or at the very least, find a solid lead on where we can go next. So I'm going to chase that lead with you. So it's up to you if you want to wait for the backup that I'm providing or not, but we're technically behind you at this point.
she's gonna send back that she's basically
Worked out.
tailing somebody who's acting quite suspicious. When she asked him about where or if they had seen Leah.
Okay. Yeah, keep on him then. We'll be there, or I'll be there at the very least as soon as I can.
Mhm.
All right. Well. All right. So, and Willem, you're also going to Olsen then, as well.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So that means you are meeting with. That means you'll probably be meeting with Percival, coming into the alley. Then, can I get stealth checks from you two?
All right, who's gonna walk into the bowling pin set of bottles?
What if I
Give me
said
just
no?
a second.
Oh.
No, just kidding. But sorry, just filling space.
I'm just.
No, kicks the bottles.
What?
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so the seasoned detective really kind of got it down pat how to follow someone.
Yeah, I can mimic the rain with my footsteps.
Would like to push this.
Okay.
What do you mean cannot read properties of what? Hold up a minute. Let me try this again.
Sorry. What?
It's telling me it can't. It doesn't allow me to push by stealth. I click the push button and it's like cannot read properties.
Would
of
you like me to
undefined.
push it for you?
Yes, please.
Not read prop. Go ahead,
Push.
just re-roll the stealth if this one's gonna be all goofy and shit.
Yeah, give me just a sec. I'm gonna pull my character sheet back up. And,
This is a playtest, so I guess take a screenshot
Yeah.
and send it to.
This looks like it
mean,
might be a roll
There you go.
20 side error.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's still probably good for them to know.
Okay. So
All right.
but replicants can push twice, so I will take that opportunity.
Oh, I was just having you re-roll entirely. Just
Oh,
from
just
the
reroll
start.
entirely. Okay, well then, here's the first. No, it's not letting me push properly at all. What the heck?
Wow.
I don't know why.
Wow. Cannot reading substring.
Yeah, I don't know why it's saying my string is undefined. That seems really goofy, but
All right. So what do you need? A D6 and a D10. You're wanting to push both?
yeah, I'm gonna push both.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can just do like a slash roll D6 slash roll D10.
D6 is a 3.
Okay.
Roll D10 is a 6. There's my
Okay.
success. So I do
All right.
have a stealth success on that.
So, first of all, you're Willem. I imagine you're probably slightly annoyed with Percival's attempt of stealth.
Look, I don't get out of the lab much. Please, just let's not talk about it. And I'm just gonna kind of like very like sheepishly kind of keep my like momentum going of like I've gotten it down now. I think I'm good. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Fucking nerd.
Willem just like clicks his teeth in bed. He's just like, yeah, you're not very good. And just keeps walking.
There's one part of this that I didn't get to for what I was doing is in addition to, apparently going to Animoid Row, I was also going to let the group know via Nakia what information I'd found out and what I was doing. So just like, hey, here's my hunch. This is where I'm going.
All right.
So they kind of know like while they're following Leia from that direction, yeah.
I'm gonna raise the gain on Discord just to see if that might help with the volume matter. But
I've noticed every time I'm on Linux, the Discord acts a little wacky with this mic.
we'll just put it there for now. All right. Okay. So, where are you going in particular then in Animoid Row, Fenna?
You're the one that said I had connections that knew that the replicant kind of underground railroad is around here. So where am I going?
Are you wanting to like reach out to a confidential informant or something of that nature then?
What are my options here?
Well, I would say, like in the case of connections in something like this, it would probably be a confidential informant. They're probably going to want a little something though for the trouble.
Yeah, you could always bribe with Chin Yan. That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
So probably meeting at either like one of the noodle stands or coffee shop.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, when you arrive, you see appears to be a
I can't hear.
appears to be a young man that's just kind of nervously looking around, just seems to be keeping his eyes peeled as he's sipping on, it might be coffee.
I like that might be coffee. Anyway, I didn't mean to derail what you were doing with the other group.
But how are you wanting to interact with your CI?
What kind of physical form do the Chin Yen points take?
It can be large sums of money.
Okay, but is that like coins or bills or a credit chip of like a digital variety or?
I actually think it's just like an electronic currency.
Okay.
One minute. He's in here, I think.
Walk up to the informant and just let them know that I need whatever information they have on Leia's activities in the past 24 hours and show a picture of her to, just kind of as emphasis on who I'm talking about.
All right, but Miss, you know how this goes. I'm not just gonna hand stuff out like that for free. You just see him kind of put his hand out just discreetly under his arm, just kind of like give.
That's why I was asking about whatever like physical form the Chin Yen points took, because I was gonna use that. But...
It was like think like probably cred chips or something.
Right. Yeah. So if it's a credit chip of some kind, I would have been like, kind of just holding it, kind of like playing with it in my fingers, as I tell him, like I need to know what you know about Leia. So that he knows I'm approaching knowing exactly what kind of exchange this is.
All right, but I give me the money first, and I'll talk.
And set it in his hand.
Right. So, if this is that, replicant situation that happened over at the Snake Pit, word on the street has it that apparently she knows one of the shop owners here, and that shop owner might know something about getting people off planet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's that weird freak with the butterfly shop over there.
The Aurelian.
Yeah. I can't read.
No, sorry, that was in character.
Yeah, no. This is him just, yeah, I can't read.
Okay. Sorry.
Literacy rates in these times are very, very, very bad.
Education is not that common.
What else do you
There was some bald guy staring at one of your other meatheads here recently. He was just staring at her while she was in the shop talking to the guy at the butterfly store.
He's just standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Is that something I already know from the communication from any kind of communication from Joe when Joe was investigating?
I don't think Ulsa would know.
I think I failed to check to notice this man staring.
Yeah. I don't know what the bald dude's deal is. He just stares. I don't know. And as soon as, like, you know, your friend went down the alleyway, he went in after. It's like the same one that the lady you're looking for went down. I don't know. Maybe there might be something down there worth looking for. I notice a lot of people just avoid that alleyway.
So you don't know what happened to this lady after she went down there earlier.
No, but I know she had stopped in at like the fucking Blade, like the Bladerunner surplus store, and then also she did stop in at the butterfly shop, and then
Where did she stop first?
the butterfly shop. Or no, what was it? I'm gonna have him roll to see if he can remember.
Oh boy.
Hi, Dice. I hope you're having a good day.
Oh, it is the Dice TTRPG.
I think Willem would have told Fenna, would have sent information about how she was at that pawn shop or whatever earlier.
Oh yeah. We need to get some salvage done. We'll talk soon. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, Dice. I've been playing with that. It's a lot
Oh
of
boy,
fun.
here we go. But I'm sorry, Miss. I don't know. It was a little bit chaotic. All I know is she was like bawling her eyes out going into one of the shops and then went to the other one. I don't remember which one's first.
Okay, that's fine. Anything else you could tell me?
She looked really, really upset when she got out of the cab. And then, like, I don't know, she wouldn't talk to anyone. So, and that's all I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you thinking then, Fenna? Because Willem did shake down Bob a little bit. I wouldn't say gave Bob a shakedown, but
How much would I know about that though? Do I know that Willem gave Bob a visit?
BP, did you upload to everyone else's Kias like what you got from Bob's?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing in there was sensitive. I would have just given the full update.
All right.
I guess in that case, I'll go visit the Aurelian.
Off to see the Aurelian then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, much like the jar that Olsen brought in earlier in the day, there's jars of these synthetic butterflies in here, and you see what appears to be a blind man sitting behind the counter. Can I get an observation check from you?
Ouch. Well, at least I got a success.
Well, with that success, though, upon taking a bit of a harder look at the Aurelian, you suspect he might be a replicant.
Interesting.
Hello? You kind of look.
Hello
You see him look in the direction of the doorway, but not directly at you. Or, quote unquote, look. I know the Aurelian's blind. Chat, don't bully me.
Oh, here's Diamond again, being prejudiced against the blind.
But I'm also blind.
I've interacted with legitimate
That
blind
explains
people
everything.
that can't see, and they'll still turn towards people they're talking to or whatever, because our physiology is designed to interact with people that are in front of us, whether or not we can actually see them. So, like, if you turn off the lights in a room and someone talks to you, you're still going to turn towards them so you can hear them better.
Well, can I interest you in butterflies?
I'm afraid I don't have time for that today, but perhaps you could help me in a different way.
What are you at? What are you after?
I recently came into possession of my friend's butterflies. She got them from here, and I wish to return them to her. I hear that she came back to visit you recently and asked for your help.
Well, who's this friend? I see a lot of people throughout the day.
She would have had
No, he doesn't.
Stop! Fuck!
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I bit my tongue so fucking hard.
Oh, I'm just getting fucking dunked on left and right. My God.
I probably
can't
I probably would have said something if I wasn't trying to keep from derailing my own train of thought.
I'm sorry.
What was I saying?
Something about trying to return the butterflies to someone.
Yeah, trying to return the butterflies to my friend. I hear she may have come back through here recently, asking for your help of a different sort.
What are you implying?
I need to get off world.
Oh? Roll me
My
a
friend-
manipulation check.
Okay, Before I do that,
It's
what I was gonna say
Jesus
is
What's up?
my friend, when she left these butterflies with me, she said she was going to Mars.
I don't think I met your friend then.
She's
Roll me a manipulation check.
Jesus Christ!
Oh fuck! You're a doxy of all folks.
I'm gonna push that too.
All right. Oh, and you push
From
it into
0 to a
fucking
crit.
Nice.
Yeah,
A doxy.
Wow. I think you might be confused. I assume you're getting passed between many of my other friends to get here.
By all means, please shed some light on this so that I am not confused about the situation anymore.
You just hear the door lock and the shutters drop. So you're looking to get to the moon?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. That makes sense.
Here in a couple days. You're probably here in the next day or so. We should have a bus coming to come pick you up and take you to the moon. There's a safe house down the alleyway. Knock on the door and ask for Styles. Let him know that you're trying to get to the moon. You'll be able to go in without much question. Can I ask who you are or what you might do? Like,
I'm a concerned friend trying to return something very important.
so you're not going to the moon.
Should someone be able to deliver this for me, it might be enough.
Well, I assume you coming here means you're also a fellow replicant. A fellow Nexus.
I am.
You see him just kind of look, and you look, and he appears to be a Nexus 8 on his serial number.
He's 18.
All
Oh
right.
boy, I do love me some Nexus 8s.
My guard would have been up, although not really taking any overt action when the shutters came down. Just assuming it's a reasonable precaution considering the sensitive nature of what we were talking about. But still, it's like, that ain't good.
All right.
All the time.
Trust you enough. Go down the alley. Ask for Styles. And probably from there, you'll be able to find what you're looking for. Leah might still be at the safe house. Just don't spread word too much. We can only move small numbers at a time without being seen by the LAPD.
I won't say a word.
Thank you.
One of these singers.
Just clarify, Fenna never clarified that she was a detective when she was doing this.
Nope.
No,
I
she
said that
did
right.
not.
That's a little sketchy, but it did work.
Oh, I'm a little shocked I got away with that.
All right, well, Fenna, you have an idea of what the others are walking right towards. Probably a nest full of very scared replicants.
Okay, I'm going to exit the Aurelian shop, or request that he let me out at least.
Oh yeah, he will.
And go the other way to. Actually, I'm just gonna go across Animoid Row over to the towards the Eastern Fried Rice.
Okay.
And then using the Kia, is there a way for me to ring the rest of the team?
Is the Kia capable of video call?
Anything I could use to immediately get their attention.
I mean,
you can send text, I think, across the Kias.
Like, do you guys want to slow up before going down that alleyway, or?
I mean, I'm following behind Backer, so technically, I think me and Willem would have probably arrived around the same time. So really, it's Backer that we need to know where Olsen Backer's at, because this is going to determine kind of the way of
Olsen's
things.
right now tailing what can now be assumed to be Styles.
Right, but Olsen was already on site when we were flying in, so in theory, Olsen would have gotten further than either of us at this point.
So
that's why I say, like, let's start maybe with Olsen, and then bring us into the scene as it makes sense.
All right.
What I want to do is I'm assuming because Olsen came here first. I knew Olsen was coming here first. So he's the one I need to alert to slow down or even pull back.
Yeah, she's way ahead of everyone else. So you're gonna shoot a message to Olsen then?
If there's a way for me to safely do it without, like, causing a ringtone to go off.
Yeah, you'll be able to.
Okay. I'll message Olsen.
What's the message gonna read as we bounce over to Olsen?
Just drop the phone midway through typing, send nothing but gibberish.
Grips.
Just
thanks for following.
Olsen... Hey, follower goal.
Nice.
Anyways, just shoot a message to Olsen. Let her know to meet me over at Eastern Fried Rice.
Basically, come back.
Yeah.
Olsen, you are tailing Styles, but you have been sent this message.
Oh, emphasis, ASAP.
ASAP. You've been sent this message from Fenna. You are tailing Styles down the alleyway. Pretty well, in fact. What would you like to do?
She's just going to basically just send back, you realize where I am right now, right?
I know you're somewhere in Animoid Row, but I don't know the specifics at the moment. However, I think I know exactly where Leia is.
Alright, I'm coming back.
Okay. I didn't want to send too much sensitive information over.
Yep, that's exactly why I just... Yep, coming back.
So in that case, then, you'll probably be bumping into Willem and Percival.
Most likely, yeah.
So yeah. So you three regroup in the alleyway. So it's up to you guys to make a decision on what you guys want to do here.
I mean, assuming we share the details that everyone's kind of discussed up to this point. specifically with Fenna and what you figured out with the Aurelian. I think Percival would say, well then, I mean...
I haven't sent anything of what I figured out through of the Aurelian because I don't...
Not through the KIA, but I assume once we get together, that gets discussed. Okay. And so unless we want to roleplay our way through that...
regrouping at Fried Rice?
Maybe less that, but if you know, I would have sent the message to you and Willem as well. But I mean, it is up to you guys as players how you want to handle this.
I mean, I'd say if we have a lead and you're telling us like, hey, we need to regroup ASAP, I would follow you and kind of your lead on that, because obviously you're the one with the most complete information. So that at that point, I'm just like, yeah, let's hear what you have to say. And we can kind of decide as a group from here, kind of if we want to push on or if we want to change direction or whatever.
All right.
Okay.
So gathering at the Fried Rice shop then? Or where are you guys wanting to gather?
I'm just using that as a nearby meeting point. If we want to go somewhere else, I don't mind. Because we will probably want somewhere nearby and private that we can talk in.
There is enough of the crowds are loud enough that it's gonna be really hard for anyone to pick up any conversation that is happening.
Okay.
So it is totally up to you guys where you guys regroup. What are y'all thinking? Like just staying on Animoid Row at one of the locations here?
I mean, at least initially.
All right.
Willem could go for some noodles or some rice.
Well, you got Crown Noodles. And you got Eastern Fried Rice. Tobacco and magazines. So, I mean, Noodle Bar, I mean, it's going to be pretty busy. But as you guys are gathering there, go ahead, discuss what you guys have learned so far today up to this point. Like, what's bringing you guys all back here to the Noodle Bar?
So I'm gonna let them know that there's a replicant underground railroad of some kind being run through here that Leia has probably made use of. That there's an alleyway nearby to go down and to ask for somebody named Styles.
And my ears are going to perk up at that and say, I think I may have met Styles. He may have been there last night when Leah vanished.
Was he by any chance kind of squirrely looking, bald head?
Pale as the cave dwellers that live in the underground? Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I believe that was the man that I was tailing.
I mean, it sounds like things are coming together. It sounds like he's our next lead.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get an observation check?
From all of us?
From all of you. Willem, depending on how invested you are in your noodles, I'm kidding.
Yeah, any input, middleman?
Hold up. Why is it... Hold up. Oh, you know what? I think I know why it's doing this to
Holy
me.
fuck, Willem!
There we go.
Is there any way? Is there any way? Hold on. As Percival, let me try this, and now see if it'll let me push my observation. Because here, I'm gonna try something. Because I have a theory as to why it's not letting me push my observation. So I'm gonna try reroll one more. There we go. Because I was gonna push it either way, but I'll take the 3. That's perfectly fine.
All right. So, I care to think though, like with Willem getting it on the first go without the push, like, and probably followed immediately by Percival. Willem, well, you're probably, almost face deep into your noodles. You do see the Aurelian locking up shop and making his way to the alley, which Percival, you're able to pick up on that as well.
And I'm just gonna say, well, looks like things are moving forward. I think we should probably find our way to that alley. It sounds like whatever's happening sure looks like it's moving quicker than we thought.
He eats his noodles.
Close that, Speepy.
Willem's like, as he continues to eat his noodles.
What's going through his mind right now? Because I imagine he's thinking while he's smacking down on those noodles.
Willem is basically keeping his eyes locked on the alley. Like, if Percival hadn't said anything, he would have been like, eyes up, essentially. So he's like got his focus there. So he's like tooting out the back chat while he's eating his noodles, kind of dissociating a little bit.
But yeah, so Percival, you're electing that the team should go forward down the alley then, together. And upon going down the alley and into wherever you end up.
Before we do that, I want to say is they don't want LAPD involved. So do they know? Like any of us that they know are LAPD should probably hang back.
I may have mentioned that it was an official investigation.
Dude, so good you disassociate. Wow.
I mean, I believe I've run into Styles. Styles has seen my face. So, I mean, in theory, 3 of us could hang back while Fenna takes point, given that Fenna's the one who has kind of taken initiative on this phase of things.
Sounds like
Wait, do they know Willem is an officer
Nope.
or a policeman?
Nope.
I think Willem and I going in because going into this alone is making me anxious.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
fair. That's fair. Yeah, if they don't know William's there. I'm thinking more Willem oozes as much noir detective charisma as about anyone else. So.
yeah.
So, would it be a situation where Willem and Fenna go first, followed by Percival and Olsen?
I mean, that makes the
Yeah.
most sense, I think.
No, not close enough that it looks like they're tailing us. Since we don't, if we are under observation as we go in, we don't want them to be tipped off that,
Yeah, we'll stay just far enough back that we have eyesight as to where you're going, and then we can kind of follow after.
So you're saying I shouldn't bring along the neon cop sign?
Probably not. That's probably not ideal.
Wrong
Not
movie.
this time.
This is a replicant underground railroad. Oh god, that's another obstacle for Willem coming with.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
I mean,
thinking.
there may be sympathizers to the replicant underground.
Well, he would sympathize, yes, more with the underground than he would with the corporation. I can't remember their name.
Wallace.
Wallace. Yeah.
Wallace,
Not
yeah.
a fan of Wallace, are ya?
No, not a fan of Wallace, but okay with reps.
What do you
Okay.
mean? Wallace is a 100% reputable corporation. They don't do any bad things.
Totally.
Excuse me, it is pronounced Wallace. Thank you.
Shut.
Okay, so I think that's a solid plan. Having Willem follow me, and having the other two hang back a little bit before following.
We'll tail behind, yep.
All right. Can I get stealth checks from you guys? I'm going to roll the Aurelian's observation rolls. See if he notices you. Let's see.
Okay, I got one success. That's about as good as I think I'm going to get on that, so.
Downfee.
Speepy, push that! Speepy, push that!
I'm gonna push that too.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh dear. Willem. On a push since you oh wait. That one didn't reroll.
one-
Okay, so you pass. All right. So let me see. What do we got here? Okay, so that's a 10 for the Aurelian and oh. Okay.
Joe pushed their stealth.
Yep.
So
2 successes for the Aurelian.
all right.
Willem drops his gun.
What?
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk.
Oh.
Like Willem drops his gun in a puddle as they're walking up or something.
Why? You got a success.
Oh, I got a success. Oops.
You do notice that after a bit, Fenna and William, you see the Aurelian just kind of stop and like his head turn as if he's looking back. All right, hold on before anyone jumps on it. "Quote unquote," looking over his shoulder. I will not be bullied for this.
You will, but that's okay.
Man just turns around. I can spare you.
No sudden movements now.
Yeah.
Are
If
are
you're
we,
here to mug me, I am an old man. I have no money.
Well, that answers my question. I was going to ask if we were close enough to speak quietly.
Yeah.
Just call out to the Aurelian. No, it's just me.
Oh. Okay, I thought you had already made your way here. Oh, come on.
Willem will let Fenna take the lead and kind of follow around, but let's gonna do an observation check real quick on the
Okay.
alley.
What do you perceive? Yes.
I see everything.
I see everything.
As you do make your way down the alleyway, Willem, you notice that a lot of the stuff that's present here in alley, it's broken, garbage, and occasionally you see other folks peeking out of windows or from around corners.
Okay, Willem's gonna, kind of, he's wearing probably the classic coat, so he kind of floops it to the side just a little bit so he can put his hand on his trusty gun, but keeps it under his coat as he's walking around keeping eyes out.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Now, Percival and Olsen, you guys are following a little ways away behind. Can I get observation checks from you?
From those of us further back.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'll certainly try.
That's a 3. I made up. Oh, well, no. Joe's good.
You notice for a little bit behind you, you see what appears to be folks that are following you, but they break off after a little while. But appear to still not aggressively tailing you.
With my 3, do I make out any distinctive marks on them, like what their clothing looks like or anything?
Here's a lot of them are wearing kind of what they can find here in the dredges, whether it be tattered sweatpants or hoodies and.
But are they wearing them like this is an outfit I just bought to blend in, or are they wearing them like, oh, this is like a natural, like my natural everyday kind of
wear and
clothes?
tear of folks living
Okay.
here?
Interesting. All right.
But at this time, Fenna, William, and also a little bit later, Percival and Olsen. You guys arrive to what appears to be a bit of a derelict building here. Once I can pull up. It appears to look something like a 19th century brick building. It's dilapidated and a bit of a ways back here into the slums. And it's a 5-story building, and the building is now just kind of a crumbling ruin. And the rain drips off the huge skylight above, while searchlights from an off-world ad blimp sweep down the massive atrium of the access hallways, walkways, stairs, and elevators of this building. The elevators have stopped working decades ago, so the characters will need to take the stairs, the upper floors, and
It's charming in a way.
Yeah.
So for Fenna, and also of course Willem, when you guys arrive first with the Aurelian, the safe house itself, it is a large apartment, and it's haphazardly fixed up to function as a temporary dwelling. The door can be bolted from the inside, and the furnishings include a sofa, a few tables, a dresser, and an old piano. Let me find, let's see, safe house. That's the wrong one. Yeah. Here it is. I found it. I am smirt.
I can't see. Oh, there we go.
I know. I'm fixing it. Yeah. So you guys will be entering in from over here. But yeah, you guys enter this spacious but kind of rough apartment. Anything you guys want?
Well, considering Fenna is the one who's there first, let's talk about exactly what happens there.
Okay.
What can I get a quick refresher on what our goals for the investigation are?
figure out what happened at the nightclub and recover Leah, I believe, were the goals.
So we need to take her back with us.
I mean, in theory, yeah, that'd be ideal.
Our goal
Because
is
she's
to
just
take her
kind of
with us.
sailed off into the fucking horizon at this point. So yeah, that's not good.
Strongly incentivized by Wallace Corp to not make a big stink of this.
Yeah, but if we can recover Leah, then that means we can figure out exactly why it is she's gone as a rogue as this. Because this is way off the beaten path, really out of Blade Runner territory, and well into like, yeah, you probably should be, retired after this.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's much more than a simple glitch going on here. And we've got to clean up their messes, but somebody's going to burn for this. Let's hope it's not me.
Alright, well, as Aurelian, oh shit, that's where the character sheets were for these guys. Makes his way in. Fenna, you see someone matching the description of Styles looking directly over at the Aurelian and looking over at you. And, Willem, Fenna, and then well, we'll, actually, where is my initiative cards?
Ah, great.
Oh boy, initiative, where? They don't just have an initiative deck on here? Let me see if I can find, my card decks here.
Alright, everybody, it's time to put the shit in initiative.
Willem was ready to start blasting.
Oh.
I would love to try and handle this peacefully.
Well, someone is
You know,
thinking
peacefully
quite
in
otherwise.
pieces.
Hold on. I am trying to find the initiative cards here. Collection. Ah. I have it. All right. So, I'm going to just hit the deal button. All right. All players includes offline play. So all players will draw one card, and we will. So the way this initiative works is we go from 1 to 10. Now, unlike the other Free League game that we've played recently, Dragonbane, over on Emeron's channel, I don't have ferocity. Trying to draw from a deck with
just
no
all
more
combatants.
cards.
You may need to reshuffle. I may have dealt out the entire initiative deck. There we go.
Oh, okay, I'm terribly confused.
No, there you go. Shuffle it. Now try to redeal it.
All players draw one card. There must be 1 in 100 entries in the turn order. Oh, you know, I just realized I need to set up the turn order. My bad. All right, so if everybody could put yourselves at the entrance, that would be really, really cool.
Where's my... I don't see myself on there.
So over in
there I am.
Journal, yeah, you'll just drag and drop yourself onto the field. I'm going to consider each room a zone. a chase obstacle.
Oh, I may have accidentally drawn something weird. Or dealt it. Oh no, I dealt it. I'm so sorry. I messed this up.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
I'm trying to move my token out of the scene, okay?
Or did the rhyme, did the crime.
Roll 20 is not as easy for this as Foundry.
Yeah.
I can't move my character into the hallway from the entrance.
Yeah, I can't move my character at all.
I mean, you guys are on the map,
Control
so.
my character.
Oh, but yeah, I can't actually move the character.
What? I'm.
Yeah, even arrow key movement is disabled.
I'm.
Oh, but click and drag isn't. I can click and drag.
I can click and drag over here all I want. I can't arrow key, and now I can move properly. Okay.
Yeah, can you drag my token?
Where am I dragging to?
Just anywhere. Just get me out of this cursed fucking entrance that breaks tokens.
Okay, alright.
There we go. Yeah, it's literally the entrance that fucking breaks it.
Oh!
What the hell?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a fucking boundary on the walls. Like, I can't go past, like, here.
Oh!
So dropping it in the entrance was like setting it in the fucking boundary.
Okay.
And so Roll20 just shit itself.
Alright, so
Oh, no.
the Aurelian will not be in combat, but Styles will be.
Oh,
Alright.
because they've seen us coming. Oh, good.
Well, Styles, upon seeing you guys come in, not a fan.
This is why I want to follow further back.
So, which, because I have not gotten my initiative. Oh my god.
Joe, please. Joe, please. Joe, please, don't. Joe, please,
Joe,
don't.
get your shit getting off the screen.
Joe, please.
I can't stop him.
Joe, please.
We're on this ride now.
Joe, what did you do?
Alright. So, Styles got a 3.
But Joe's loud,
Emeron, what did you get?
For whatever reason. Oh, I got a 4.
Okay, a 4. Alright. Benna, what did you get on for your
Do I
card?
just grab a...
I
just grab
Oh,
a...
no,
card?
I got a
it
6.
should have.
a 6? Great. Just click
Yeah,
on
if
the
you
card.
click the little card above your person in Roll20.
Alright, Speepy, what did you get?
Oh.
Hello?
Wait,
Oh.
okay. How do I do it? Where's the thing
It
you
should
click
be,
on?
it'll be above your nameplate at the bottom there.
Yeah, there's like a little card icon you can click on.
Oh, I see. Okay, I click on it.
And then it'll open a little window above it.
Oh,
Which
does your
card you got?
What's the number on your card?
I got 1.
Oh!
Yeah, two.
That's really good. That means you're going first.
Willem is
Hell
first
yeah.
to the draw, and please do
I
not
had my
put
hand on the
cards right in
gun.
the middle of the field. So that means, Joe, are you number 2 then?
Yep.
Okay.
As always, I am shit.
Well, actually, fun fact, you start,
The pun was right there. I could not make it.
lowest number goes first. So, let's go ahead and get these off the field.
How dare you banish my rotating card?
One less thing on the field. So, all right. Starting off, then we go immediately to we start off with Willem. All right. So, Willem. Styles is currently 1 zone away. So,
Oh, Diamond, does
yes.
the initiative system in this game work similar to Dragonbane, where you can swap your initiative order?
Yeah, you can choose to swap initiative with other people if you would like.
Willem, are you okay to swap with me for number 4? I recognize Styles. Would you let me walk in and kind of try to handle this non-violently?
Well,
Me as Junie wants to say yes, but Willem, I feel, might think that this could go south.
Yeah, and you're not going to be too far behind the pull if you take my 4 card.
True. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
very cool.
Styles and Willem,
So-
you guys are swapping
Not Styles, Percival.
Percival and Willem are...
Yeah, Percival and Willem are switching.
Okay.
Yeah, Willem would definitely want to entertain a non-violent resolution.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
So I'm gonna look over at Styles and say, "Oh, I believe we've met."
I thought there wouldn't
We
be any
came
more
here-
trouble, Detective.
And there won't be. We're just looking for our friend. You understand? Same as I was earlier today.
Let me check what Styles is equipped with.
Yeah, because like I'm happy to roll like a social check, like manipulation, to get him to just like look. You tell us where we can find our friend if she's here or elsewhere, wherever she is. You tell us where we can find her, and then we're out of your hair. No needs to get talked about. Names can be left out of reports. We just need to know where she is. That's all we're after.
Not telling you anything. You're just gonna turn the rest of us in. That's what it's gonna be. You're fucking.
Did I
traitor
turn
to
you
the
in
rest of
earlier?
us.
Did I turn you in earlier? I don't think I
No,
put your name
but you're
down in
gonna
any
do
of my
that to her.
reports.
Ooh.
And I'm so, and I'm, because I would like to roll manipulation to get him to change his mind. I say there's absolutely no way of convincing you that.
Roll with disadvantage.
Roll with disadvantage. Okay, disadvantage.
He is
Manipulation.
very ready for a fight.
I'm just saying that is a success. So even with your disadvantage.
Damn. He's on edge. Holding.
Oh, I'm sure he is. But yeah, at the very least, look, we don't need to pull out guns. We don't need to shoot each other, act uncivilized. That's the last thing any of us want. We just want to know where our friend is. That's all. That's all any of us want.
She's not here.
Very well. Do you have any idea where she might be?
These Styles look over at the Aurelian and he's like, I imagine she's long gone at this point. Let's see. Well, you know, if you feel that it'll make you feel better, she's not here if you have to have a look.
Percival will happily, because he didn't grab a blaster or anything. He's walking hands clear where they can be seen out of his pockets, holsters, any of that. So I'm going to say, if you'll permit me, I certainly would not mind taking advantage of your hospitality for just a moment. And I'm going to look into the parlor ahead here.
All right. Well, players.
And there's a, yeah.
I've just given you a handout for y'all to have a little look at.
Beautiful.
So,
Oh boy, point and click adventure time.
point and click adventure time.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm immediately noticing the notes on the table there. I would like to investigate those.
Enhance.
Enhance.
We're not on Esper, so you're going to.
I don't care. Enhance. GM enhance.
I'd like to activate detective mode. Alright, fine then. I'll activate Eagle Vision.
Give
yes.
me the handout that says enhance on these.
Are we looking at the table here in
What
the
hell am I
center of the
looking
room?
at? Why is it all blurred?
Dead center. There are two documents. They're stacked upon each other. One looks like it's some kind of pamphlet. The other one I think is an actual larger like sheet of paper. But yeah, I'd like to look at those.
All right. Okay. All right. So, I will go ahead and do I just show the players since you're all in the same room?
I mean, that makes sense. There's really no reason to
Yeah.
hide it from us because we can pass them around as need be.
Applin, Blade Runner is more or less cyberpunk noir.
It really is. But yeah, so first of all, while you get a chance to look over that stuff, going down the turn order, let us go to Joe. Is there anything in the room that Olsen might be looking for at this time? Like looking at the picture of the room, is there anything you might find that stands out to you?
My curiosity is getting the better of me. I want to know what's in the box.
The box.
The box under the table. Well, boxes, I should say.
In the boxes, it just appears to be clothing and a couple of blankets. Nothing of real particular interest, but anything else?
Does it happen to look like what Leah was wearing before, or like the last time we saw her?
No, this just appears to be spare clothes that can be handed out. Do not smash
Okay.
the pot.
Oh, come on. I can't even have my Anorlando fun.
Not until I get to take a look at that pot.
No,
so Lilith Tyrell gets mentioned again here, and then yeah, the off-world. So there's definitely some credence to the theory she's trying to get off-world at least.
But anything else in the picture at all, Joe, in particular that you might be interested in taking a look at?
Let's see. Is that a postcard?
Yes. Let me grab that for y'all.
Yeah, we found a handout.
Wow.
We
It's
just
a-
got a handout.
It's a Hollywood sign before it looked like Chet.
I'll leave it.
But yeah, you now have a postcard. Greetings from Hollywood, movie capital of the world. Place stamp here. This is over on Mount Lee. Just if I'm correct, that's like a little bit further on the edge of LA.
Yeah, the sign's not in the middle of the city. It's pretty far out of the city.
All right. Well, while I let you digest that. All right. So next we go to Willem. Looking around the room, do you see anything else that you might want to pick up?
Yes.
Oh.
How about that there tea kettle?
Appears to be some liquid in it. Cold tea.
It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look familiar?
Oh,
I had it just come
Zelda,
from a pawn
why?
shop.
But it appears that like the tea may have been made earlier in the day. All right, y'all. I'm gonna need to ask to chill out over there. But anything else at all, Willem?
Yeah, kind of look in the garbage can.
Doesn't seem to be really much of anything of interest in here.
Okay, I have 2 more things.
Okay, what else?
And Pokemon games after Gen 3. You can interact, it's always empty.
Yeah, I'm like, if we're allowed kind of free reign to look at stuff, there's one thing that caught my eye.
Where's your noodles from?
Noodle King.
Okay, and last thing, is there any sheet music on the piano?
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
there's not.
There's a page up there, though, it looks like.
Yeah.
Over on the dresser?
Or not.
Oh, dresser.
Yeah, that might be over on a dresser. Yeah, almost. It's hard to tell with all of the like haze in the room. It almost looks like it's one of those like flat back pianos.
Yeah, that little like where the light is shining, essentially, the little piece of paper there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when you guys have a look at this, Olsen, this one should really stick out to you a little bit. It's another page from the complete works of William Blake. My hands are labored day and night, and ease comes never in my sight. My wife has no indulgence given, except when it comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. Another sun feeds our life streams. We are not born with thy beams. Thou measurest not the time to me, nor yet the space I see. My mind is not with thy light arrayed. Thy terrors shall not make me afraid.
Oh, whoa, that last line is really... Oh, that's not good. That's actually really bad.
Willem turns to Percival, is like, well, you can make any sense of this?
Oh, yes, we need to find her. We need to find her quick.
Above table, what's going on up in the wheelhouse there, Percival? What do you think?
Thy terrors shall not make me afraid is pretty much almost explicitly stating, like, your trauma has no hold over me. The whole idea of memory design in replicants is that it's supposed to slave you with trauma responses. So if thy terror shall not make me afraid is a reference to that, it means she's broken her tethers. She is literally unfettered at this point. She's gone off the goddamn rails. That's bad.
All right. Well,
sounds like what happened for the blackout.
That explains a lot.
Anna, did you want to talk to Styles or the Aurelian any further, seeing how that's kind of your wheelhouse, or what's up?
I was trying to decide between that and maybe taking it, since everybody's looking around in the parlor. Because there's also the living room and bedroom and kitchen.
Hey, I really don't have anything for those rooms.
Good enough.
But as a Blade Runner, it's very obvious there is a lot of replicant traffic that's been passing through here.
Like a lot more than just these two people have kind of occupied the space, is what you're saying? Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Appears to be a stop on their way elsewhere.
Oh, because this is the other thing that I'm kind of realizing too, guys. Like, above table, and I can roleplay this out when we have a chance, but like, the whole idea here, so, my wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. This earth breeds not our happiness, another sun feeds our life streams. And then, of course, on the table in the middle of the room is a brochure talking about heaven is not on earth, it's in Arcadia, which very much sounds like it's not a sun. At the very least, metaphorically, it's not the same sun, if maybe not in actuality. But yeah, this is... Oh, this is going to be bad.
Benna, looking at that off-world brochure, that Arcadia image you see, it is a spitting image of what you saw in Leah's Electric Dream.
She's trying. Is she trying to get off-world to prove to herself that the memories she was programmed with have no hold over her? Is she trying to chase it down to prove it's not real?
So I've got two theories on that. So one is either yes, that is indeed what she's trying to do. But it's the last 4 lines of the poem. Like, because there's a singular reference to like another person almost. So it's thou measurest not the time to me, nor yet the space that I do see. My mind is not with thy light arrayed. Thy terrors shall not make me afraid. It almost sounds like she might be talking about Lilith. And Lilith was also mentioned on the magazine that is on the table as well. And there's talk of like, is Nexus 9 worth the price? Trauma gives control. Like, we might want to go to Lilith one more time. That might also be a prudent step.
So,
okay. Well, I have.
do you have any questions for the Aurelian or Styles at this point?
That's what I'm trying to work out in my head, because
So,
I'm trying to think of how I want to ask them for more information, because with all of this here, it's obvious that even if they don't necessarily know more, they would have noticed something that they haven't told us yet.
well,
And so it's like I'm trying to figure out how to ask that to see if they have the information I'm looking for.
give it your best. If you'd like, you can use a manipulation check with advantage, since you have all this other stuff piled up here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like formulate the question properly, either in RP or to like kind of push for what I'm looking for, but it's just like I need to. I think the first thing I want to ask is why Styles is so protective of Leia, other than the obvious threat of retirement.
You just kind of see like his expression drop. You've seen what that monster does to people like us. She's traumatized. She has been living in fear, and has been getting pushed to a point that, you know, I don't know how else to tell you besides she's trying to escape.
Mm. So, at least from Styles, it's a sympathetic motivation. Having to, already having to deal with his own. Well, is the trauma as control idea in the Nexus series, is that new to Nexus 9s, or was it being tested on 8s or something like that?
That I personally don't know.
Yeah, that's a lore question, Emron, if you know.
It's just Leah was tormented, and that night over the snake pit, her partner detected me, and then she shot him and ended up here. I see a manipulation roll from Percival. Oh, that was from earlier, wasn't it? That was from earlier.
Yeah, that's like 20 minutes old.
My bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think I've done anything, but yeah, that manipulation for me was literally to get them to stand down, and it worked. I'm not even the social character. I have a B and a D in that, so that was awesome.
But hey, you got a 7 on an 10. Anyways, yeah, it's like this is the problem I'm running into, is I don't know what questions I should be asking.
Don't be afraid to just ask. As a GM, I am here to help you.
Part of it is like above table, like how I put things like this together in my head. Is
I mean, we could ask about behavior. That'd be maybe the first thing if we wanted to do this in like a peaceable way. Like, was Leah acting erratic or strangely?
That sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll pose a question on that, running along those lines.
What exactly are you asking?
Outside of trying to like break out past her trauma, like what was there anything unusual about her behavior?
You seemed really obsessed over how do I put it? You seemed really obsessed over someone. like a Dinah or a Dina?
I know about Dina and what happened to her. Did she say any more? Anything of note?
No, this she'd keep to herself about it. Could I get for one of the others outside the group? Could I get? Trying to think what the role would be to kind of make some connections here.
I mean, we literally have we literally have connections, unless
not like,
you're saying. You're saying the metaphysical kind.
Like sort of like how we have a like deduction in Cyberpunk Red.
I mean, observation insight is more person to person. If you're putting things together, I'd be probably observation, since that's under intelligence. Yeah.
So Willem, Olsen, and Percival, well, Fenna is working these two. Can I get an observation check from all of you?
You may. That's a critical success from Percival.
Holy fuck.
Thank you for my AA skill. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And Willem? Observation? Holy
Oh yeah, we've been chilling here.
I'm gonna push the 4.
Oh, you've got a success, but if you want to push the 4, go ahead. Oh.
They should not have pushed the 4.
You take a point of stress damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Resolve damage.
I die.
What?
Joe thinking too hard.
Did you break?
Banking.
Did you break?
No.
Oh.
No.
Like, oh boy. Do I get to use that kind of shit? Oh boy. Yeah, like, oh. Alright.
Oh boy.
Well. The only really odd outlaying piece of evidence here is the Hollywood sign. Like, it seems to be somewhere amongst the close proximity of the other things that Leah was looking at. It's just, there's something about the Hollywood sign.
Part of me wonders... Well, because... Fenna, you'd have shared with us that there was a bus coming in the next day or so to take people to go off-world, right? You have shared that with us at our little get-together. So Percival would probably take the connection a little bit there and say, I don't mean to pry, but the Hollywood sign seems like a rather interesting thing to have amongst all the other, well, more connected bits of evidence. Is it possible that this is some kind of meeting place?
For anyone,
somewhere that Leah may have gone?
For anyone that's interacting with the Aurelian and Styles, you guys may roll manipulation with advantage.
Oh, I do love to hear those words. Let me...
So this would probably be Fenna and Percival. Well, that would work even better for the replicants to be talking to the other replicants.
Yeah, so you're saying to roll manipulation. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't roll that.
Roll with advantage. We'll scratch that one there.
Thank you. There we go.
And,
I'll take that.
Fenna. Oh,
oh
my God, Fenna.
Just a few successes.
That's just every dice succeeding at least once. Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Right.
Both the 6 and the 7 could have gone higher for 2 successes.
The
So-
4 successes is above and beyond. There's no way that fails.
We don't know
I
where
know.
Leah is, but we did tell her tomorrow night there would be a shuttle coming to pick her up and some other replicant refugees to go off-world. It's over there at the Hollywood sign.
Okay.
Please, if you could let her go, please let her go. She needs to get off here.
We can leave everyone else's name out of it, but she's the one loose end that we can't ignore.
I mean,
I
you
wish
know,
it were possible.
There's got to be a. You see, Styles just. There's got to be a way. Come on, detective.
I don't think you understand where pressure comes from in this city. If Wallace is saying something needs to happen, it happens, or people start dying. So at this point, I ask you, would you prefer that Wallace comes for one Leah, or the entirety of the people in this room, and then find Leah after the fact as well, along with all your other refugees? We're talking a numbers game here. We're talking 12 against 1.
Hey, why do these decisions have to be so hard?
Part of living in the city.
I think the other part of this is there's an unspoken threat since they're both Nexus 8s. Any one of us could turn them in. Like, we do have them by the balls.
We do, but I'm not leveraging that yet. I
don't want to bring it up. I don't think it's
that is above table though. That is the underpinning threat here.
What about
But
Will
no,
or Olsen? What are you guys feeling about it? You want to take them to LAPD, or what do you guys think?
I mean, I didn't know I was a part of the conversation.
Well, I imagine maybe not directly speaking, but probably definitely within earshot of this whole conversation.
Yeah, you'd hear us talking.
I think Willem would be willing. What would be intuition would be to do things by the book. Knowing who he's working with, though, he's probably going to be a bit more sympathetic to everybody's situation and let reps decide what happens to reps, essentially.
Olsen? What's her thoughts here?
It sucks, but they're right. If
Joe, we're
turning
talking
in
about
Leah,
Halo for a moment.
yeah. If turning in Leah means that basically more people are, for lack of a better term, safe, it is just kind of a numbers game at that point.
If it's gotta be the way it is, then is there any way that she can at least not be retired?
We'll do our best, but that choice isn't entirely ours to make. We'll speak on her behalf. At least I will, but
I will.
I'm just a Blade Runner. They don't have to listen to me.
I could tell, whatever trauma that absolute monster gave her, it was way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't run with scissors, Sasha.
What?
Running
And,
with blades is a bad idea. God
and
damn it,
with
Sasha.
that, friends, it is the end of the evening shift. So whatever notes you guys could put down there, decide what you need to do. Now, Willem, you're able to go another shift because you're married to the job, and then once morning comes, you'll have to relax.
Yeah. So
But-
Willem, you can choose if you want to just sync our rest cycles so that we're all on the same page together. You can do that, but yeah, if you have other things you want to follow now, you can. That's kind of the way that works.
But as for
And we
everyone
kind of-
else, to recover, you'll need to go home and rest or do something. Get sloshed. Go pick up something. Noodles.
Before we kind of move to the end of the shift, I'm
Oh,
trying to think if revealing why Leia is so obsessed over Dina, or was so obsessed over Dina at the time that she was at the safe house. Like, I'm trying to think how I can use that information to see if there's any more useful information we can get out of Styles of the Aurelian.
because what do you
Is
remember?
it-
What important factors are about Dina? Like, what's really, really important about the image of Dina?
Dina is patterned after Lilith's daughter Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Dina, in Leia's memory, was killed on what's likely to be Aurelian, since the image on the
Yep, on Arcadia.
convert is matching Arcadia. So, like, I have a very strong suspicion that Leia's going to Arcadia because of her memory of Leia.
Ah, I should really kill sound alerts. My bad. Anyway, as you were saying.
Yeah, I just like I know why Dina is important to Leia, because I saw her memory from Lilith. So I'm trying to figure out how I can potentially use that to get more information out of these two. If they have more, I don't know.
It
if they
doesn't
do.
seem that they have much more at the moment.
Okay. Cool. That's all I wanted. I think in that case I'm gonna keep that information in my pocket in case we need to come back to them.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Alright, well, it is end of Le Shift. No, Sasha, they are not. So, it is end of the evening shift. You guys can punch whatever you need to into the database. Once again, you guys are letting the Aurelian and Styles walk.
Yeah, put them in my report. I will say that we found some leftover evidence in an abandoned building off of Animoid Row, suggesting that Leah had been there recently. And I will upload the poem, the postcard. Like, I'll upload all the evidence we found. But leave, the Aurelian and Styles and their involvement, or their ownership, or even the address of the unit. I'll leave all that kind of out of it. I'll just upload the evidence itself.
Alrighty then. So,
I think I'm gonna follow Percival's lead, since he's interacted at least with Styles before, and I don't know why, but he has a reason for it.
It's always good to have a person in the opposition kind of working for you. is kind of the way Percival would view it. Maybe not in so callous of terms, but he's also a lab tech, so maybe. I mean, he's viewing it as it's good to have that chip in the back pocket if you really need it.
Is that something he would have discussed with the rest of us, or
maybe after? Like, it's not impossible that he would discuss. If asked, he'd probably just say, like, he would just give the simple reason. Good to have someone on the other side in your back pocket if chips begin falling.
sounds good to me?
Okay. So, it is currently, as you guys leave the building, the rain's pitter-pattering down through the atrium of this large Warren apartment complex. You're tired. You're probably you're probably hungry or probably thirsty for that next drink of liquor. You've had a day of chasing so many leads, and you gathered a lot within the first 24 hours of the crime.
Yeah, like the next time sensitive thing is the bus at the Hollywood sign. Like, I don't know what else we have to do until then, except maybe if we go back
Leah
to
is
Lilith.
still somewhere out there.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that Lilith is going to be involved in this. Not necessarily as a co-conspirator, but it wouldn't shock me if Leah is about to do something very stupid in the next 24 hours to Lilith. Or attempt it, at least.
Yeah, that was my worry, is that she might just essentially, for lack of a better term, take revenge and then skedaddle off world.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Just because the imagery of the poem is not kind to whatever kind of creator or omnipotence it's referring to.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you guys wanting to take downtime, or are you guys willing to take the point of stress to pull another shift?
No, I'm gonna take the downtime personally.
Downtime.
Yeah.
All right, Willem. What about you?
I mean, I could go talk to Lilith, but there's not much to say.
The lone detective making his way through the nights.
It's also going to be the night shift, so she's probably asleep.
I mean, what can I do then? I guess is a better question.
Well,
if it's going to be like most places are closed, most people are asleep.
Well, the nightlife still might be popping, but if you just want, you can take the night to rest. Recover your resolve, because I think you get all your resolve back after resting, right, if I remember correctly.
I think you get a point of each health and resolve.
Right.
I think when you rest.
Well, okay. I mean, that sounds good, but also I'm wondering what is it I can actually do if I decide not to go to sleep?
I mean, if you decide not to rest, then you treat it like any other shift. So
I guess.
So yeah,
that point,
where
it's
can I go? I guess it's a GM question for GM. Where can if people are going to be asleep and stores are closed, where can I actually go if I choose to stay up?
Well, bars should be open, but I guess at that point it's now just canvassing for Leah if you really want to try to push to see if you can find where she might be, using connections to maybe get a possible lead if you want.
Yeah, because a rest shift is also described by the rule book, not necessarily just as you go home, you sleep. It's also you go out, you unwind. You basically, it's a time you take to decompress yourself before the next shift.
So you can definitely do that if you feel that might be better for Willem.
I'd love to be able to read the core rulebook.
I mean, yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I guess above table, it feels what's kind of the point of Willem's able to take an extra shift thing if there's nowhere to go.
Well, I think it has to do. We've been really, so as someone who has played this module before, we've been so fucking efficient. Like, we've
You
done in
guys
3 shifts
ate
what
it
it took
a lot
my
of it.
last group 6 to get through. So, yeah.
Well, Will, the editors of Kill Magazine might be putting that article out if you want to try to, razz them a little bit. But if you feel that might lead to more bad news, then you don't have to bother them. Because also Deputy Chief Holden's already getting ahead of it alongside Wallace.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give them another story.
Unless you want to go back and, there's the snake pit, you can maybe touch base with... Well, actually, Percival talked to Miss Iris.
Yeah.
Try to think.
But I think right now is not a bad opportunity for you to rest personally above table, because we've realistically followed all the leads that an individual Blade Runner can really investigate safely. The only ones left are ones that don't lead to great situations if you're alone. Because if we do find Leah, let's assume we find Leah. What's Leah likely to do? She'll be a cornered animal. She'll lash out.
And her
She
being
was
a fellow Blade Runner.
Yeah. Like, she'll be anticipating our movements, what we can do. She also wasn't above at bare minimum getting her partner killed if she wasn't the one holding the gun. But the round we found was a Blade Runner round. Like, it's the same ones we use in our blasters. So I am concerned on multiple fronts here that even if we find Leah, we're all going to want to be there when we find her, because it's going to be bad.
She's a combat unit. She's not a doxy or anything like that. Like,
Yeah.
Even worse. Yeah, we don't want to find her alone.
Basically, Olsen would probably... Olsen's probably like the equivalent to her for your group. She's probably an enforcer. So...
Willem would be like, back in my day, we used to work better alone.
I think you forgot to unmute.
Oh yeah, Willem would be like, back in my day, we used to work better alone.
Back in my day, we didn't have all those fancy whipping, snapping tools you got. You
Do you even know how to tune a VK?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Back in my day, we had heroes like fucking Decker. Kids these days just aren't built of the same stuff.
all right. So then we're gonna go around the table. Joe, with Olsen, do you want to spend your downtime like just out in the street where maybe you're hitting bars, maybe you're going just to go out to clubs, or just going out and just clearing your head, or do you want to just go home?
She's probably going to go home, make herself a drink, and just question: are the apartment buildings and whatnot in this setting, are they like the fucking gigantic skyscrapers like in 2077, or are they just like regular apartment buildings?
You kind of have a run of the mix here of different places you might live out of.
I think all of us live out of it because the police have their own apartment building that's like, it's kind of like a mix between the two.
You'll have like a nice one bed apartment with like a small kitchen and living room area.
Yeah, like our apartments wouldn't look very different from the ones in the original Blade Runner, which if I remember right, you said you hadn't seen yet.
Not yet.
But it would have been the same as like Leah's. Like Leah's apartment, when we went and investigated that is the same kind of layout that we would have. So Dia, above table, just because this might also be helpful for people in downtime. Can you remind us all of how our key items, key relationships, and key memories work? Because I believe those have some utility with downtime.
Yes. Using certain things such as your key items, key relationships, can have a few different effects. Let me pull it up here right in the book. And for anyone else who might have the starter kit, that'll be page 16 in the starter kit. But for your, for example, your key memory. Your memories are essential part of who you are, no matter if they're real or artificially engineered. Each player character in Bladerunner has a memory of some defining event in the past, whether it's your own, someone else's, or a complete fiction designed in a memory lab. Once per game session, you can use your key memory in a skill roll to improve your chance to succeed. Interacting with your key memory will also allow you to gain a humanity point at the end of session. Key relationships. Next to your key memory, the most defining element of your character is their key relationship. This NPC that for any reason plays a big role in your life. It will typically be a living person, but it may be someone who's artificial, dead, or even fictitious, existing only in your designed memories. Interacting with your key relationship will earn you humanity points at the end of session. I'm trying to find key item. Where is key item? One sec. Why don't I have a core rule book. Wow.
So yeah, the key relationship is just an interaction that you get a humanity point for. And then key item.
Sounds like the key memory has a similar function.
Yeah, key memory gives you a humanity point back, or a,
well, both give you humanity points, but the key memory actually lets you change your roll, so you can literally get like advantage on a roll that that spurs on basically. So signature item, some value. Usually be carried also stationary like a tombstone or a stool. Oh, and then the signature item is you recover a point of stress.
Yep.
So if you use your signature item, you can regain a point of stress. That makes sense. Okay. Very.
An additional point of stress beyond the normal recovery from downtime?
Yep.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
So you get 1 and 1 naturally, and then yeah, that adds an additional point of stress recovery if you need it.
All right. So you're at home then, for the night, correct?
Yeah.
Olsen. All right. So we'll do Olsen's night here real quick. Then we'll work our way over to Willem. Yeah, throw on my chill synth here because let's fucking chill the fuck out. But let's see, where is downtime? Oh, Olsen. So while having your drink,
she is going to head up to the roof and just kind of watch the clouds go by. Just and basically kind of letting it all wash over her and just enjoying the cool air of the night.
well, at that point, you hear a few footsteps behind you. What are you doing up here? This is Hayden. Your key relationship. Someone that you should have ended it long ago with, but it's something about Hayden that keeps you coming back, despite the constant threats of ending the relationship if you don't commit. Yikes.
We stand toxic relationships in this chat. Let's fucking go. I'm just kidding.
God.
We do not.
Yikes.
Oh god, my brain immediately went to a very, very scuffed place. God damn.
Anyway,
That's oddly ironic for you, Joe. Usually you're the one bringing the scuff into things when it comes to that.
Nah, this is extra.
it's not diet, it's scuffed extra. But yeah,
Scuffed extra. Yeah.
but yeah,
I mean, we are on the rooftop. We could put a stop to this toxic relationship.
Oh,
hold on now.
yeah, you're
Whoa.
right. That is indeed scuffed extra. Holy
Exactly.
shit.
I think that I think
that's
that
why
actually
that's why I
causes a
had
very
my moment of just.
But yeah,
I need to go get me a Dr. Pepper for this. Hold up, this is too spicy to not have a drink.
but see Hayden sit down with a bottle of tequila. Busy day.
Always is. Especially busy today, though.
Well, figured I'd leave this for you here. But just wanted to let you know. I was delivering some things up to the deputy chief's office, and it sounded like he was having a very concerned conversation with someone over an intervention if whatever you're working on doesn't get done. I don't know what exactly it is. However, I just figured I'd give you something on the up and up. You didn't hear this from me, okay?
Of course. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You know where to find me. That gets up, ruffles your hair, and heads back for the elevator. All right. Oh! Oh, we got a rogue D4.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Caltrop on the loose.
Next up,
Uh-oh, Caltrops.
we have a Willem.
It's a surprise mechanic for later.
Willem, are you wanting to spend your downtime like out in the street or at home tonight?
Willem wants to go to some seedy bar,
Where the
and
best drinks are made.
he's looking actually for the opposite.
The worst?
He's going to the place where the worst drinks are, a seediest bar. He's gonna come to his brain, and he's gonna chill there and wait for some shit to happen to get a show.
Just 10% beer, 90% seltzer.
Yeah, and just chilling with maybe some noodles at a table, just waiting for something to go down so he can get some entertainment.
All right. Well,
More nudes.
Willem, let's
Noodles.
see what happens to you out here on the street. So, Willem. Wow, I'm kind of interested in this. Is there something that Willem really, really fucking enjoys? Like, is there something that he really like? It's his thing.
Noodles.
Willem likes those good nudes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw there was one for an advertisement, but we didn't roll that one. However, Willem, on the other hand, you have a young lady take a seat next to you. Out here on your own tonight?
Yeah. And he's like shoveling noodles. He kind of wipes his mouth a bit on his like sleeve. Yeah, was thinking staying that way, but he kind of looks at her as he's continuing to eat the noodles.
Really? Gosh. I don't know, a rainy night like this. Cold out. But I was just curious. Anything on your mind? You look stressed.
He like kind of dramatically like flirls out his coat and takes out his gun and puts it on the table, and he's like, "I'm a badge."
Hey, we don't need to be going and escalating things like this. You seem like you need some company. Come on.
He takes a breath. He's like, "Sorry."
Little old me's not gonna hurt anyone.
He like quickly shuffles the gun back and he's like, "Things are tense right now, but if you're sticking around after you know I'm a badge, guess it can't hurt."
Well, tell me. Got some big excitement going on. Some juicy details. Maybe I can just get a nip of.
Juicy enough. Not anything you wouldn't have seen in Kill magazine.
I don't fucking read Kill. That's just for some fucking, back alley slum scob. Slum jobs.
Willem laughs. He's like actual laughs.
You
He's
just
like,
see you're just kind of like, you're like trip up for a moment. Yeah, okay, so that really checks out. She just kind of fumbles it. Just, gosh, I'm sorry. I think my vodka might be getting to me. Would you care for a pour?
Willem like looks at it and considers for a second. It's like, don't think I can do it tonight, hon.
Yeah. I think she may be in her brain bonk era.
And with that, no, I'm not getting mugged. That she's like, well, I guess maybe another time. Get a little detective.
Stay safe out there.
Willem, could you just roll me an insight check?
Hell yeah, I can.
I am not very insightful, so.
What?
Oh, my.
It's noodles.
Huh?
You.
Oh, sorry, forgot push to talk. Yeah. I said I'm not very insightful, but I'm insightful towards these noodles. But there's my roll.
I mean, you rolled a success, so you're clearly not that uninsightful.
Hell yeah. Noodles are shit. That's why.
It's the noodle boost.
You've been at it long enough. She just screams doxy. But what's even weirder about the doxy you just spoke to, she is way too clean to be in a bar like this.
All right. So as she's getting up, Willem's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a sec. I mean, what brings you down here in the first place? Shady place like this?
Where the fun happens.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Oh gosh, I'm
You can just hear the fucking like 50s cop. Now what's a doll like you doing in a dump like this? You can just hear the sleazy
Willem,
noir one-liners.
She's
What's a place
Yeah,
like you
she's-
doing and a girl like this?
There's the Joe one-liner.
oh, that made me weak. All right. Look, but oh gosh, Blade Runner, all dark and serious. Somehow we're still finding fucking.
We're in downtime right now, to be fair.
Well, yeah, she's definitely out looking for trouble, but there's something more than just her out looking for trouble. Now, it's up to you if you want to push the pressure on it or not, but or you can just, just basically have her scram.
Yeah, Willem will be like, "So you're going a little hard on that vodka there. Something giving you some trouble tonight?"
Oh, I can hold my liquor just fine.
Oh, wouldn't doubt that for a moment. But if you needed a hand with something, I'm off the clock.
Oh.
Do it in the sly.
Yeah, she's definitely here for something else, and it ain't what other people go to sleazy bars for. So, however, well handled, Willem. Well fucking handled.
Well, hey, thank you. Willem goes back to his noodles.
are his noodles is like a noodle cup, like his fucking signature item or something?
But he is gonna get to a signature item in a second when he finishes his noodles, which is cigarettes.
Noodles are Speepy's signature item.
Under the bus.
Professor of Noodology.
So what's your cigarettes are your signature item? You're gonna have a smoke?
Hold on. Yeah, I believe it was the case, but I need to. It's in my.
Yep, smokes.
Yep. Heck yeah! After I'm done with those noodles, go outside, tip my hat a little down, lean up against the side of the building, and the lip of the building, so I'm not getting the rain on me. Just to on my boots and have a cigarette and people watch.
It looks like your signature item is your old wedding ring.
Oh,
You have
well then
smoke
I
soap
can't
to
smoke that.
recover. Well, you have smoke so to recover stress, so you can recover another point when you smoke.
Oh yeah, that's it then. I'm leaned up against that side of the building, having some smokes, people watching.
Anything with your signature item though before I move on to? It looks like it'll be Emeron next. So anything else before I move on?
Yeah, totally. Actually, on the way out, after having this moment with this woman, I would probably grab take my wedding ring out of my pocket, or I'd say have in this pocket while he's in the job. I guess it's not the clock now, but take it out of my pocket, play around with it a bit and slide it onto my finger and just kind of take a breath and reassure myself where my heart's at. It's the job.
All right. First of all, what are you doing this evening?
So I'm not missing any stress really, but what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go home
Okay.
and I'm going to probably tune into some kind of like classical music on whatever kind of radio I have. And I'm going to sit there and like kind of in the same manner like Bakker was doing or Olsen was doing. I'm going to just kind of let the day kind of flow over me. Really kind of emphasizing my thinking about what it really means to have offered amnesty to the Nexus 8s and by extension, the underground that they're supporting. Knowing like that's the chip I'm playing in exchange for Leah. And just hoping that that's the right choice. Because there are definitely ways that could backfire on me quite spectacularly. And I'm not like dumb to that fact. I'm very aware of it. So it's just kind of replaying in my mind, like, you know, all of what we've collected so far. And the kind of question behind it all is, did I do the right thing? Have I made the right choice?
Well, you're getting a video phone call.
I'm going to, it's going to kind of interrupt my thinking session, and I'm going to just kind of annoyedly, like, turn the radio off and pick the phone up and just say, yes, who is it at this hour?
Sorry, Mr. Percival. Iris, calling.
Oh, certainly.
So I kind of had, you know, I kind of took the day to recoup, but I did remember something else from that night at the snake pit. I don't know if this is still useful or not, but I do remember the showing up to the snake pit a lot and drinking a lot. She would get absolutely sloshed. And she would mutter things about like kid, a monster. She's going to kill that monster. I don't know if that's of any help to you, but I don't know who that monster is, but it sounds like it's either she's going to kill someone or she might have killed someone. I haven't seen her since the night at the club, but she's just absolutely lost it. I'd care to think with the way she just rambles about it while drinking.
And I'm going to kind of, knowing that, you know, obviously a video call, I'm going to just kind of like stroke my chin, say, yes, my colleagues and I have kind of reached the same conclusion. Okay. But what you've shared is very helpful. It actually helps confirm one of my theories. So for that, I appreciate it.
All right. Also, I do appreciate you being at least kind enough to let me reboot before I had this conversation with you.
If we cannot be kind to each other in the city, who will be kind to us?
Anyway, sorry if I woke you up. I just it was starting to tie a knot in my gut, so I get it out before something bad happened.
Not at all, Iris. I think what you've shared is exactly what I needed to actually get some sleep tonight. So I appreciate that. Thank you for giving that to me.
Oh, you see like corner of her like lip go up. Okay. Good night.
Good night. And I'm just gonna cut it. And yeah, and that realization that like we were right has kind of cleared any doubt in my mind that we did anything wrong. Like we have done the right thing because it's let us here now. And combined with like Iris's confirmation that like there's a pit in my stomach with Lilith that was earned. Like I've been validated. And so yeah, for the first time this evening, probably Percival's just going to kind of turn the lights off, crawl into bed, and rest, knowing that in the morning there's going to be a high likelihood of hell to pay one way or another.
Finally, Dana, how are you doing? Are you going out to the streets tonight, or are you going home for tonight?
I think I want to look into Fenna's key relationship.
Okay. Let's have a look at your key relationship.
Yeah.
Rada Udaya was your first partner in the Rep Detect unit. She taught you the ways to create your admiration for a case. LAPD launched an investigation, but nothing came up. You have sworn to find her.
Thinking like whatever materials for that I could take home to review. To kind of spend my downtime going back over the case to see if anything jumps out.
All right. So that will be you interacting with key relations. Okay. So you're at home. So while you're at home, you are receiving a vid phone call from Deputy Chief Holden.
Good evening, Mr. Holden. Or Chief Holden.
Thank you. I figured I'd call you, seeing how you've been kind of my contact with the team. You have a report of some progress on the case. Quell from Wallace is breathing down my neck. I can't get sleep until she says something, until I tell her something.
Tell her that we've made good progress finding where Lan may have gone.
Okay, do you know where? Or you not really, or are you not ready to share that?
We have some suspicions of a short list of places she may have gone
Okay.
that we will be following up on in the morning.
Have you seen how the others are doing? Anything great? Anything concerning? Anything I should know about?
No, I think everything is going just fine.
Okay. Alright. Thank you, Fenna. You're a good kid.
Have a good night, Chief.
Good night. So with that, the downtime has passed. We are going to take a short 5-minute break, if that works for everyone. Go grab a snack, go use the restroom.
Like player downtime.
What?
Character downtime and player downtime.
Yeah. And then we will... Like... How are we feeling, team? How are we feeling?
How long were you planning on going tonight?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the question.
You know, it's 10:30. And I suppose I should pop the question. No, actually, we're not popping the question. That's...
Diamond, I could make some comments, but
I'll be still like a heart.
Shush. Are we all good? Are we all good for the 27th being basically the conclusion of this short case?
Yeah, I think that might be the best call, honestly.
Could be, yeah.
Let me double check
Yeah.
my work schedule.
Yeah, because I know I'm down for it, but I'm not a hard sell.
I will definitely, probably, maybe have watched the movie by then.
There you go, Joe. Then you can know what your apartment looks like. There we go.
There's a definite chance of a firm maybe.
A definite chance of a firm maybe. I love it.
Highly recommend it, Joe.
It's very good.
And yeah, no, 27th is good for me.
All right. So, would we want to regroup for the 27th and then we pick up into the next day?
Yeah, I think
right.
that's right now is a pretty good stopping off point if we're gonna do it
Definitely.
tonight.
All right. So, I suppose we'll do a quick processing of y'all's promotion points and y'all's
Humanity, baby,
humanity.
let's
Let me
go.
go grab that book. So, we're going to do a quick rundown to see where everyone is at. By the way, you guys, just to clarify, you guys were, like, tearing through this case. And, like, damn.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah.
that Emron is saying that we're going through this in half the time as other... Did you have 4 players in your other group, Emron?
Yeah, no, like we same size and everything, and we are burning through it so fast. And most of that isn't from my foreknowledge. So that's like I've done a very good job of trying to keep that in check. So but yeah, we've literally to this point we still haven't gotten to the first major countdown event after the start of the case.
And
which is how the things track in the background, which is insane.
Actually,
Like-
if you would like, the first major countdown, which I guess I could signal what that's going to happen in the morning, it's going to be... you guys, I think, snubbed this one pretty quickly, though.
I think we managed to snub it because of you saying, like, oh yeah, like, there was a kill reporter in the bar. Like, when you told me that, I'm like, oh, you can head that off at the pass? I didn't know that was a solution. That's awesome.
Let's see. All right, so you guys met Quell. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys did not... yeah,
The kill beat we pretty much
Yeah.
covered already.
like,
Yeah.
technically the kill article gets out there, but it's Wallace's absolute army of spin doctors just, like...
They've gotten warned, yeah.
It's dead on arrival, basically.
Yeah. Because normally you have to try and convince Holden that none of you leaked it to the press. Which we got to do in advance because we found out from Styles that there was a kill reporter at the bar that night. So, like, the fact that we had all that data was, like, that's huge. Like, I cannot tell you how big that was.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and do a quick check of your
Eval.
All right. Can I get my humanity and other stuff, please? Thank you.
No humanity.
But
Give us the questionnaire. Baseline us.
all right. Let me go.
Based
All
on
right.
what?
So, team, you guys have found each of you have found one or more clues that have led to real progress in the investigation. You all gain a promotion point.
One or more.
Yes.
All right, so 15 promotion points. Got it.
Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else in here. You've uploaded at least one piece of important evidence to the LAPD mainframe.
Yes.
So, you all get a promotion point for that.
Yes.
Alright. So, I would like to point out to Fenna. You actually saved Olsen from a very deadly encounter. You receive one promotion point.
Yay!
Saved me from walking into the first scene of RoboCop.
Can confirm when I did 4, because the last time I ran this, I played as Willem, and I fourth shifted into the scene with the Aurelian and Styles in the derelict thing, and it was not good. It was very bad.
So, I think on that note, we go to humanity points.
Yes. We all let Nexus 8s escape. I know that's worth humanity.
Yep, you got each of you guys let both Styles and the Aurelian walk, so each of you gain a humanity point or 2 humanity points for that.
Oh, we get 1 for each.
1 for each.
Hell yeah! Wow.
Well, actually, you guys would have learned about Leah's traumatic memory then from Fenna. Fenna, did you openly discuss Leah's electric dream with everyone else?
I believe she did bring it up.
I'm confident that you did.
Yeah, I can't remember if I did or not, but
I think you brought it up when we were looking at the brochures.
So, the rest of you now, with exception to Fenna.
So, with that then, I think I don't know if, I know I didn't discuss it in front of Styles and the Aurelian.
Oh, it was at the meetup beforehand. We talked that you would have discussed that with all of us. Yeah. So it was while we were briefing ahead of walking into the building itself.
So for you 3, since you learned about Leah's electric dream, all 3 of you gain a humanity point.
Very cool.
All right. Let's see. You guys refused to upload a piece of evidence to the LAPD mainframe. So, I think it was Percival that kept that from going through.
Yeah, I at the very least I said I'm excluding the address and the fact that Aurelian and Styles were there.
Did anyone else exclude evidence to protect anyone else?
Unsure of Percival's motives, but I was following along with that because I assumed he had a reason.
I think everyone followed my lead on that.
So, okay, if you all follow Percival's lead, each of you gain a humanity point. For anyone who used their key memory, you gain a humanity point. For anyone who interacted with their key relationship, you gain a humanity point. And since each of you played a scene of downtime, you guys, in fact, get a humanity point.
Beautiful. I have just as many humanity points as promotion at this point. That's awesome.
All right. So, fantastic work, everybody. I hope you all had fun. I had fun with this.
Oh, yeah.
Next week, we will have our finale for it. And then I will plan a time. Would you 4 be open to doing Fiery Angels together?
Hell yeah, I'd be down to do Fiery Angels. That is very exciting. I've never played that one yet, and so I'm very excited to play.
It's the next case in the story of the Immortal game.
Yeah, it's a soft sequel to this one, although it's not directly connected at the ground level. So basically the plan, I think I may have talked about this on stream last time, but the basic plan for the way they're doing the Bladerunner pre-written stuff is there will be 3 base adventures where Electric Dreams and Fiery Angels are the first 2 of those 3. And then there's going to be a 4th one that tie the other 3 together. And that 4-part makes the Immortal game up.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So I'd love to play through part 2 because I actually have not had the opportunity to even like look at or touch. So yes, I will be down.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. Cyberpunk will be coming back. I just figured, for a holiday special, let's look at an even shittier dystopian city. With some
if Die Hard is
really
a Christmas film, we can make Blade Runner just as Christmas.
All right.
Also, of course, happy holidays to all y'all. I will let you guys know what's going to be changing my schedule. Unfortunately, Final Fantasy 14. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to get the hatchet on Thursday nights. I don't have a choice, but I do have to make this jump to this new job for my own mental health, and I hope you all are understanding of that. Don't worry.
We can just have you do Final Fantasy another night. It'll be fine.
Or I find an afternoon.
Yeah.
However,
it'll be fine.
Down the road, there is a possibility I will just be working from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and I will have I don't know if you understand, chat, how fucking huge that is. I have worked nights. I am a pasty motherfucker. I look like Styles, only I'm pretty.
So what I should have said earlier is pale as a midnight shift cop. Got it.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, as always, Speepy, Valkayrie, thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with us. We can't wait to see you next week for our finale. And Speepy, you play a seasoned detective actually quite well, and I love it.
Oh,
I love that.
All of you've been doing really, really well. It's been a good time.
Olsen, you really, like, Joe, you show Olsen as, she's still a new cop. She's still new. But she's a tough bitch.
That's totally intentional.
Totally intentional, yeah. Let's just put it this way, Joe. You're a perfect method actor for this, okay?
And of course, also, Replicants, fantastic work. Also playing, not only as, new cops, but like specialized in your fields, but also playing it up as replicants.
Hell yeah, I'm the nerdy, awkward type. That's totally not me in real life, guys. I swear to God.
It's just me for real.
Exactly.
I'm having such a hard time just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to ask. It's like playing a Doxy's hard.
Playing Doxy it's an interesting time. I've done it before, and it is an interesting time.
All right. So who are we going to go bother? Who do I want to go bother? Who is awake? Who is on? I want to see. I see a Zoe. I see a Zoe.
Oh, you see a Zoe.
I think I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna. The Australians! They're awake. Hello.
The Australians are awake.
The Australians, they're awake.
Oh, good. Hello,
Good
Civ.
morning, Civ.
I saw Civ and I thought for a second that the egg was here. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, I mean, she could be. But of course, by the way, Civ, for anybody who's up at night, Civ is great entertainment, fantastic entertainment, hilarious to watch.
Or if you're on the other side of the world, clinging on because we all know that's how Australians stay attached to the globe. If you're part of that hanging conglomerate, that is another reason to watch Civ.
All right, we're gonna go raid Zoe. I got the perfect thing to. We're gonna go bully the fox.
Bully fox, we do that well here. Let's go.
Well, I mean, Raven's not on, or we'd go bully Raven. But
Well, exactly. So now it's time for the other fox. Let's go bully that one.
I mean, either one's great.
Oh boy, Zoe the demon fox. It's time.
She is playing Ready or Not.
No thrips. Australia does exist. It's Finland you're thinking of. Finland doesn't exist.
No, Wyoming
I thought
doesn't
it was
exist.
Ohio.
I mean, Ohio
All
also
right,
doesn't exist.
Everybody, here's the raid message.
We really gotta come
yell
up
at
with a
Zoe.
fucking list at some point.
Places that the government says exist that don't.
Area 51. All right. Anyway, guys, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Wrong.